Hi there, I'm Michelle. I'm going to help you navigate the educational system if you have a child with dyslexia and help you understand the best way to teach your child reading and spelling if they are a child with dyslexia. So today, what I'm going to talk to you about is what to do with an outside assessment once you have it and how to bring those results to the school. Because what a lot of people do is they get the outside assessment and they're like, this is great information, this is what we've been thinking all along, it matches with what we're seeing at school, and they just send the report to school. And there's lots of good recommendations on the report, and they just send it in, and they assume that the school is going to read the report, implement some of those recommendations because it's based on data, but that's not what happens. Usually it gets put in a file, and maybe the person that you sent it to reads it before they put it in that file. That's usually all that happens. A lot of parents think that because that outside professional has made some really great recommendations that aligns with the data from the report, that the school then has to do those things. They don't. The school does not have to follow those recommendations that are listed on the report. What they do have to do is consider them. The thing is, you as the parent need to take extra effort to make sure the school is considering them in a way that really benefits your child. So what that probably means is that you need to schedule a meeting. You need to send in the report ahead of time so that the school has time to review it and sort of integrate that with the information they already have and what they're already doing. And then you all come to the table with this report and you go over it together. And that's really the only way that you're going to make sure it's considered. And so if the outside report has a recommendation on it that the school is not doing, it's going to be backed by data on the report. And if the school says, no, we're not going to do that, well, you need to ask them for their data to support why they're not going to do that. Because we have to make data-driven decisions and then document what information we use to decide if we're going to follow that recommendation or not, to show how it's been considered for that child. You also need to, if you have an IEP coming up, you need to make sure that the information from that private eval is included in the present level of performance, because the present level of performance is what drives the goals. So if there is information on that outside assessment that you want the school to consider when writing the goals, you need to make sure that it's included in the present levels of performance, because their performance on that outside eval is part of the present levels. That information doesn't only have to come from school-based data. It can be from outside evals, it can be parental input, it can be from private tutoring or private therapy lessons, but that's how you make the school consider the data, is you get it documented in ARC paperwork and you have a discussion about it. It is not enough to just take the report and send it in your child's backpack to school, because that is not how it's going to be adequately and fully considered to make improvements on your child's IEP, their accommodations, their 504 plan, whatever it is. So parents, you have to step up here a little bit, and you have to take part in making sure that that information is considered by the school and not just stuck in a folder somewhere. All right, I go through all of that again in my ebook. So check out the link for that at dayswithdyslexia/ebook. And I walk you through all the things you need to know to get a comprehensive eval, all the areas that need to be assessed, and then what to do with that report. So have a good day.